Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I'm out here doing a cigar review. I'm sitting with Christina, and Gus is at our feet, loving the cool breeze that's coming by. Hopefully you guys can hear me throughout the video. The rain going and maybe some thunder, a little lightning flashes. But anyway, I got the candlelight. It's really nice, it's really calm. Right? Beautiful night. And we're drinking some Angry Orchard. I have the traditional dry, which is extremely dry. Christina has got the sinful one, which is like cinnamon apple. It's really good. We both really like making Angry Balls. And what's in an Angry Balls is, it's one bottle of the regular crisp apple Angry Orchard. And then there's a shot of the...
shot or two.
Or two, possibly, of the...
Fireball whiskey.
Yeah, but after that last video where I drank all that Fireball, I am not in the mood to have that anytime soon.
You also can mix Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Or Goldschlager.
Yep.
But I like Fireball. I love them the best.
Fireball really is the best. It just tastes the best. It tastes like warm apple pie in a liquor form. It's really good. It's also super smooth. But like I said, Fireball, I just smell it and it's disgusting to me now. Which is unfortunate because it's really good. So anyway, I figured while I'm smoking the cigar and we're enjoying these drinks and just hanging out, I would do a story time video. It's been a while since I did a story time. So there's two stories that are sticking out in my mind that I want to talk about. And both of them, I was with Christina. The first one is a much shorter story. And that is going to be about when we tried to find Dairy Queen. I took her out for the day. We were just kind of hanging around.
Went to go see your friend.
That's right. Oh yeah, I went to go see Chris. I hung out with Chris Earl. I met his beautiful wife, and his child wasn't taken with him. It was an adult timeout, so I didn't get to meet his little boy yet, but in the future, hopefully. But it was really cool. That's the first time I saw Chris in many, many years. And Christina and I went. We met up at the Marshalls Creek Flea Market, which was moved. And then afterwards, we went to a bar. I forget the bar. Bar, it had a number, like 32, something like that. Bar 64. I don't remember, but it was really good. Clean. It was a great time. Oh, that's right. Pub 64.
I don't know.
Pub something. But we had an awesome time, and we played some pool, had some drinks, had some good chicken wings, and then me and Chris, of course, being men, we had to hit the punching bag machine, which is totally rigged, by the way. I think you punch it as hard as you can, and it gives you like a number rating. I think the first time we did it, we got like 400s, and then all of a sudden it was like 800 something. And then we both pretty much broke our hand because we were trying to hit it so hard that we followed through, and there's a pinball machine right there, so we're slammed the top of the pinball machine. I'm surprised it didn't break. But anyway, just a couple of guys trying to outdo each other. But it was a really fun time. And then afterwards, we were going to go home, but we wanted to get something to eat again, because we had our chicken wings and stuff. That was early in the lunchtime. And so I promised Christina that I would find Dairy Queen. I went to Dairy Queen a long time ago. There's a guy I was helping to move, and we had burgers there, and it was awesome. It was really, really good cheeseburger. It was like a fiery something or other. It had like spicy sauce on it and like fried onions, and it was phenomenal, from what I remember. So I told Christina about this burger, and I told her that I would take her to try it.
First you mentioned you want to go to Dairy Queen, and
yeah.
I come from Waterbury, and I don't remember if there's a Dairy Queen there, but I just don't ever remember them talking about them serving burgers. There's a lot of commercials for that, but I've never been to one before.
Well, I grew up in Jersey, as most of you already know. And in Jersey, there's Dairy Queens everywhere. So in the summertime, you'd always go to Dairy Queen. You get like the, peanut butter parfait or like the dipped cones, and just, it was a staple in my youth and most of my life. When I moved to Pennsylvania, I never saw Dairy Queens anywhere. So, but there was one Dairy Queen which I knew was close to this pub, this whole area. But I couldn't remember exactly where it was. But I remember the food, the burger, being just awesome. So I'm like, look, we got to go there, we got to get a burger. So we're driving around, and the best way I can describe it is the area where we're coming from. When you get to the end of the road, you can obviously go, left or right. It was like a T. And when we first got there, I made a left. And that's where I thought it was. And we drove maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and I'm like, I know it's closer than this. I remember it being a lot closer. This is actually before Stroudsburg and stuff. I don't know if you happen to know the area, but anyway, yeah, I went down this road. I'm like, no, this isn't right. It must be the other way. So I go the other way, I passed where we pulled off. And now there's new construction. Mind you, I haven't been here in probably a year. And since I've been there the last time, they tore down the road and made like a big, confusing like circle, kind of like in Jersey where we have a circle and there's like 3 turnoffs as you're going around the circle. But it was super confusing, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm not gonna remember where this place is. So
all you remember was that was next to what was it called?
The Odd Lot.
Yeah, an Odd Lot. I never heard of a place just called Odd Lot. I was thinking like Ocean State or something like that, but I knew like it's Odd Lot. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she didn't believe me. She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we kept going back and forth down that same road. I was getting really pissed.
Yeah.
I just want to either go there or go home, you know? Impatient as I am.
By the way, I mean, we haven't eaten since like early lunch, like maybe 12 o'clock or so. And so now it's probably
9, 10.
Yeah, it's late. It's late at night, and we're starving. So now I'm driving this other way.
No, I pulled up directions on my phone.
Oh, that's right, yeah. She pulled up directions on the
Siri,
phone.
yeah. So I asked her,
that's right.
where's Odd Lot, and it only gave me one, so then I clicked on it, and we're going there. So we're driving. You can tell we're driving now.
All right, well, first of all, I love the GPS on her phone. My iPhone sucks. It's the old 4S, or not even the S, it's the old iPhone 4.
Yeah.
And you got the 5S.
5S.
All right, fine. So her GPS is so much better than mine. I love it. Plus, I never have a connection. I'm going through AT&T right now, and in the area, just the connection really sucks. You're doing Verizon, right?
Yeah.
So she's got reception. I trust her GPS. It's never been wrong. Mind you, we've gone probably, I don't know, 30 different places, and it's always perfect. Gets you right there. But we're in the middle of nowhere in the Poconos right now. And so she puts the coordinates in GPS. Finally, after I argued, because I'm a man, and I insist... Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought a bear was walking by. It's Gus scooting his ass over to get comfortable. You heard that, right? It's like... like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, we're going to make a bear video now.
No, I knew it was Gus. I just...
Anyway.
Okay.
So, I'm a man, so that means I know exactly where things are, of course. By nature, we're supposed to know where things are. And so I was very stubborn. So we literally turned around and probably drove back and forth, I don't know, 5, 6 times, passing the same crap each time. She's starving. She's starting to get like a headache, you know, haven't eaten.
I
got a stomach ache.
We looked up the directions and it gave us the directions to an Odd Lot, right?
Yeah.
So we put them in. So we take a left or whatever onto this.
Oh, no, I didn't get to that part yet.
Well, we were... All right, go.
Anyway, so finally, I let her put in the GPS, you know, put the Odd Lot in there so we could find it, knowing it was right next to it. And so it takes us down this road in the middle of nowhere.
Windy.
I mean, like I kind of know the area a little bit from a year ago, and we take one turn. I'm like, okay, I kind of know where we are. Take another turn. I'm like, another turn. I have no idea where we are. And now we're driving down this super windy, really heavily wooded area.
It's like a mile and a half.
Yeah, we're going deeper and deeper. I'm just picturing movies like Wrong Turn and The Hills Have Eyes and all these friggin' crazy mutant hillbilly people. So I'm getting freaked out and stuff, but I'm not saying anything because I'm a man. You know, I'm keeping it in. But she's getting worried that she's like, it's not going to be here. It's not going to be around the corner. And I'm convinced that the GPS is perfect. That there's no way it can be wrong. So finally, after I don't know 2 miles or so. And these roads are very, very windy, so I'm going really slow. So 2 miles, it took us maybe 25 minutes to get there. So we finally get there. It says, okay, your destination's on the left. And it was nothing. It was like a cabin in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God.
Certainly an Odd Lot.
Yeah, well, certainly odd, but it wasn't the Odd Lot they were looking for anyway.
And I was really mad. And I was through my phone. I was like, oh my God, where are we going to go?
Yeah. She's pissed at me because I don't know where I'm going, even though the phone's wrong. So anyway, I'm like, all right, fine. We're going to waste the gas to go back, travel back, and finally get back to a familiar area. And then we decide to pull off into like a strip mall. There's a big Chinese buffet. We're like, screw it. We'll go to the buffet. We pull up and, packed out the door. Like, I've never seen a line.
At 10 at night, or like 9 at night. Really late. It's super packed.
Crazy. I've never seen that before in my life. Of course, now we're starving.
Not that late,
Yeah. So we go in there, some guy's like, oh man, it's like an hour wait. I'm like, there's no way. I'm not waiting an hour to get into a buffet where I'm going to sit next to someone, rubbing elbows the whole time, eating, you know, whatever's left, I guess, because it was overflowing. So I'm like, that's it, I'm not eating here. So we walk down the strip mall, and then we walk into a pizza place. We go in there. We're not craving pizza at all. Like, nothing on the menu seems appetizing at all. I'm like, damn it, that's it, we're going to Dairy Queen. So she's getting mad. She's like, look, you're going to sit here, you're going to find it on your phone where it is, and it was real. I mean, looking at him now, it's really funny, but of course at the time I was super frustrated. I'm like, look, I know we're going to find the place. Trust me. I went back to the crazy circle, and I took another turn, which I honestly didn't think that was the correct turn. But we were driving, and it must have been, I don't know, 3-4 miles down the road. Still don't see anything really super familiar to me. I'm like, we're just going to keep going. I know it's this way, and I really didn't. But I wanted to ensure her the peace that perhaps I did. But I really didn't. But I think this is the last thing we didn't try yet, so I'm like, all right, fine. It must be just farther than we thought. And turns out it was farther than we thought.
Yeah, the middle of the darkness appears, the odd lot, yellow sign place.
Yeah.
And after Dairy Queen, we ended up going to the odd lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, we're driving, again, totally pitch black. No stores have signs on them or anything. And then over the hill, over the horizon, big-ass yellow sign, odd lot. And she was laughing because she really didn't think, she didn't believe me it was called odd lot instead of like...
Big Lots or Ocean State.
And if you haven't been there, it's just basically it's a bunch of crap that no other stores wanted. It's odd lots of stuff. I mean, like, it's like cheaper. It's like a dollar store, but even cheaper than that. You can imagine it. But they have all kinds of really weird things, and occasionally I'll find something I like. I think I got a Pennsylvania magnet while I was there in my fridge. I don't know why.
It's the only one like that.
Oh, and a deck of cards. I love Pennsylvania deck of cards. And when you go to this place, when you walk out, you always get something free at the door. I mean, even if you buy anything, it doesn't matter. You get one thing free, and I think our free thing was a spoon holder for the handicapped.
No, that was your one that I made you pick up because that was really cool, but I wanted the soap hand pump thing. Bottle.
And I'm like a little kid. I'm getting a squished penny. I have a big collection of squished pennies. So wherever I go, if I happen to see those stupid machines, I have to get one. So anyway, that was after Dairy Queen. So we finally went to Dairy Queen. We're so excited. We've been trying to find this for like an hour and a half, this place. I'm like, I knew it was here. We walk in. It's beautiful. It's nice and clean. We order our food. I sat down. And we get the food. It was just kind of like, whatever. It was just blah.
Yeah, it was so weird. They served toast with my chicken fingers and french fries. I got something really basic.
Yeah. I got the same
toast,
burger.
I'm like, what am I getting toast? Soggy toast.
The burger was just okay. It really wasn't anything special. But I realized why I was so fixated on this Dairy Queen. When I ate there, I was completely exhausted. I was helping my friend move. And he was basically not doing all the work. Heavy smoker, had to stop every 2 seconds for a smoke. And I was doing all the work, so I was busting my ass all day long. And we didn't eat anything all day. So by the time we hit Dairy Queen, when I helped him move, I was starving. So that's why I think it was burned in my memory. This was like the best burger ever. But, of course we go back and I tell her, let's give the best food ever. And we get there and it's just kind of like whatever. So
That's not worth the frustration.
Completely not worth it at all. So anyway, I am going to finish my cigar review right now because I'm about halfway done. And I'll get back to you with the other story, which is going to be on our awesome buffet experience. So I'll be back. All right, guys, we're back. And we're going to talk about the diner, the crazy diner. It's downtown in Hawley. All right, Hawley, Pennsylvania diner. The Hawley Diner. It's even funnier if you happen to live in the area or have ever actually been there and eaten there before. But anyway, so how the story starts is Christine and I. It was a nice day. And we just decided to take a little drive around, do some things. There's Penny Lane candy shop down in Hawley, and really, really awesome place to find some old-fashioned candy and stuff. So we're just making a day of it. Stop by the candy store for a little bit, looking around downtown. We wanted to go. There's a watch shop there. I had a watch that was broken that I wanted to get fixed. The second hand wouldn't work, even though I put a new battery and everything. Anyway, we're gonna take it there, but I realized I didn't have the watch, and I forget some other things we were doing during the day. But anyway, it comes time to eat, and she never ate at that diner. And growing up in Jersey, diners were a part of life. And if I remember correctly, I think I read a statistic that like 52% of diners in the world are in New Jersey. So it is literally the diner capital of the world. And so I'm a diner guy. But we figured, we'll go to the diner, get some good, maybe breakfast for dinner or something like that. So we walk into the Holy Diner, and we sit down, and just total, just grungy, filthy, dirty diner.
Large Marge was the waitress.
Yeah, Large Marge. And, the old lady on the griddle smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Flipping flapjacks. Just like that kind of a scene, right? So, and mind you, I've never actually been in the diner before. Hear something moving around over there? That's weird. Anyway. There's tons of wildlife here, and every 2 seconds I hear something move around on the leaves. Anyway. Spooky. Not really. Probably a raccoon looking for some food. So, we go to the, we walk in the diner, and, I think we went there originally to get burgers, and we changed our mind.
No, I want a soup, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah, Christina loves soup, all kinds of soup, so she wanted to get some soup, I was going to get a burger. And then I was kind of undecisive and thought, like, maybe I'll get breakfast. I love breakfast at diners.
Oh, yeah.
Middle of the day, just like bacon and French toast, the whole thing, right? But we're sitting there, and I see that there's a buffet. There's a sign for a buffet, and I'm thinking,
What the hell?
I love buffets. And yeah, what's a buffet doing in a diner? So I'm looking around, and I kind of see, like, in the back, it's one of those, like, old-style diners in the front.
Yeah.
You know, silver, rounded, the whole thing. And you walk in, and, you know, you got a bunch of bar stools in front of the grill, and, you know, like a regular countertop, and then they have actual booths. But in the back, around the side, is, like, where tables would be or whatever. And I see, like, a, you know, buffet-style, what's it called?
Cart?
Yeah, cart, I guess, buffet cart. I see the sign says, you know, fresh buffet.
Buffet cart probably with, like, 12 trays each. There's
Yeah,
12.
exactly. So, but it's like around a corner. So, like, I turn my head and I see, like, okay, there's a buffet back there. Thinking it's, like, the whole back. Because the place isn't big to begin with. I'm like, oh, it must be, you know, just back there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get the buffet.
So, yeah, so we sit down. You decide to get the buffet, and I asked for cream of mushroom soup and asked for a salad. I wanted, you know, something to go with my soup. So I asked for I believe, a Caesar salad or something like that.
That's right, yeah, Caesar salad.
Right.
All right, and I tell her I'm going to get the buffet.
Okay.
And if memory serves me correct, I think she smiled or something. She definitely did something like that kind of made me think the buffet is weird. But I didn't really think much of it.
Well, she was
at the time.
insisting on to get the buffet. Like,
She was kind of pushing it. She's like,
You want the buffet?
The buffet.
I'm like, no, thank you. I want soup.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, fine. I'm a gentleman, so I don't go and just scoop my food. I wait for my lady to get her soup and salad. And they bring her bowl of soup and her salad, which looked like they were serving the whole friggin'
I
restaurant.
swear to God, exactly. Like a table of 20 people, big ass salad bowl.
Yeah, they should have served it with the tongs. It was ridiculous. It must have been like 4 heads of lettuce.
It's so
Anyway,
funny.
so she gets her bucket of salad and her bowl of soup.
Which was
and-
coagulated and jiggly, totally canned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Condensed soup, but then they forgot to add water to it
Yeah.
or milk.
That's it. I think it was can shaped. They just. Anyway, so I'm excited. I'm like, all right, the buffet. So I turn around, I grab a plate, and I'm just completely bewildered that the cart that I saw is the entire buffet. Excuse me. There was actually 2 carts.
No,
There's-
one was just a salad bar.
Yeah, one was a salad bar. I think there was some sad wilted lettuce, a couple, olives.
I think she took my salad from the salad bar bowl.
I think so. Yeah, it was the rest of the salad from the salad bar. And that was like almost empty. There was a couple like just boiled eggs sitting
Cherry
there.
tomatoes.
Super sad looking, just old and sad. That's it. And then on the other side was the rest of the buffet, the hot stuff, which there was no food left. It was like literally like the crusty edge of where food used to be. Like if you had mashed potatoes, everyone had the mashed potatoes, and the things are like small. They're like maybe, I don't know, 7 by 7 inch squares. It wasn't like a normal buffet thing. It was like something you'd serve in your house for like, kicks. So these little tiny containers of stuff and like the mashed potato. It was literally just that like crusty edge. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the hell am I
There's no
supposed
steam,
to eat?
nothing was hot.
Oh yeah, no, nothing was hot at all. Could have been from last week, who knows. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh God, I guess I'll have a little bit of, I didn't even know what half the things were. There's no labels or anything. Like I'll take a little of this crust, and I'll take some of the red. I'll have some of the yellow. Wait, isn't the yellow chicken and the blue beef?
All right.
Anyway, yeah, too much. So I'm eating crusty food from who knows what.
No, I'm watching over there, and I kind of like.
Oh, Christina's laughing her ass off. She is. She's completely just cracking up, eating her bucket of salad, just watching. I come back with my plate. Nothing's recognizable.
It's just
by the
all
way.
our dark brown crust.
That's it. Yeah, little green, little brown, little yellow. Try a little this, a little that.
Meanwhile, in the background, I noticed behind you sat just a guy and his girlfriend. They just sat
Yeah.
down there. And he was talking to a lady and something like that, and he was talking about how, he wanted the buffet too, something about, I don't know, he was having a conversation with the waitress herself.
Yeah.
Then she left, and then afterwards, he went in there, I saw. Then when he came out, he says to the waitress, hey, there's no more food back there.
That's right. No, he wanted more corn or something.
More
He said,
corn like
yeah,
that.
more corn.
But he was also telling her that there was like everything was empty.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there eating my little plate of crust.
We're almost.
And trying to eat. I literally didn't know what half of it was. I'm like, okay, let me try it. Oh, that used to be like lasagna. It was literally like the crusty half uncooked noodle with some sauce on it. Horrific. Like worst experience ever. And so like
It didn't taste terrible.
no, but like no. So a couple of things tasted pretty good, even though I didn't know what they were. After I ate it, it was kind of like a fun little game. Like, ooh, what did I just eat? which you don't want to do when you're out to eat. But anyway, I'm starting to kind of feel a little bit of gurgly stomach thing. She's ate a couple bites of the salad. There's a massive salad left, but she's done. You had the soup. Mm-hmm. So we're like ready to go. So like as we're sitting there waiting for the check, Large Marge is talking to the guy behind us. And
then we see a guy in the background, trays and trays of
Oh
hot,
my God.
steaming food, macaroni
Yeah.
and cheese, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, everything. Just steaming hot, nice and fresh for lunch because they just had turned the clock.
So,
Dinner,
yeah.
the dinner menu.
That's what it was. So first of all, apparently the guy behind us asked, for more food because there wasn't any food left. And little old me, I just don't speak up. I guess I just thought this was the mess that I just paid for $5.99, whatever. I just kind of accepted this to be reality. And turns out I just took all the scraps from what was left from lunch from who knows how long ago. And literally, as we're getting our check, like she said, they're putting out trays and trays of hot, steamy, delicious-looking food. The real buffet has begun. And I am just crap out of luck. With my stomach churning and a bewildered look upon my face. So we paid our check and we left, laughing. But it was literally the worst buffet experience. I love buffets. And I've talked about this before. A buffet is the perfect eating experience. You walk in, there's no wait, there's no ordering, there's no anxiety of looking at a menu, hoping you pick the best tasting thing there, or what prices are. It's just you walk in, grab a plate, grab what you want, little of each, little of everything, whatever. And,
But what's interesting about that place
it.
is that normally nowadays you only see Chinese buffets, so it's cool. It was like home
Yeah,
style buffet.
exactly. That's what was intriguing. Home style diner buffet. What am I going to find there? You know what I mean? But super, super sad. So, if you're ever driving through Hawley, Pennsylvania, be sure to stop at the Hawley Diner and get yourself some crusty food. Because it is certainly an experience. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the experience. We suffered through it. So, hopefully it was a little bit entertaining. But more stories to come. And like I said, I always appreciate your time watching and stuff. I know a lot of people like the Storytime videos. There's tons of stories to talk about. It's just hard to find the time because I like to sit down and really dedicate time to telling the story. And I'm just so busy all the time. But anyway, that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.